See if I can get another phone charging over here. Just gonna not knock this over on a table. Little table here. Hang out for a minute, make sure it's actually live. They're not just lying to us. Yeah, Doordash does that sometimes. Well, not really, but so make sure it's going out. I gotta send my wife some money real quick. What's up, guys? We're about to do our alternator. I'm about to fix that problem we had last night. Send some money real quick to my wife. We got one person in. Let's see. Oh, 11 people. Looks like we are live. How's the audio, guys? How's the video? Let's see. Send some money. Transfer funds. Hey, Paul, how's it going? Audio is great. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm about to do the alternator on this car. Let's see. AC, I gotta turn that on. It's gonna be shaky. I got the it's on just a little table. So I'll show you guys what I'm working with right now in just a minute. As soon as we get some more people. Okay, that's done. That's done. Let's see if we can get the chat up. Reed Jones, what's good? What is good? All right. View channel. That's my live stream. All right, cool. So now I have an alternate way of looking at the chat. I think. How's it going, guys? I'm gonna turn my Wi-Fi on here too, on this one. Yep. This phone I care about even less. What's up? What's up? Hype to see this auto work. Yeah, I'm not. It's not mechanical advice. It's just me trying to keep my car running. So just keep that in mind. I'm the worst mechanic ever. Pretty much, just you guys are just here for moral support, help to hang out with me or whatever while we do it. Yeah, the chat's not working on that one, so I'm gonna just go here. And I should be able to get the chat up on this one.
I should be able to get the chat
there it
up
is,
on this
yep,
one.
and it sounds good too. Cool. Zay, what's up? About to head to work. Glad I made it home. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, I'm gonna turn this all up. This all have to be, like, the volume has to be up on this. So I'll put this over here working so I can see the chat. I'm gonna put this over here while I'm working so I could see the chat as well. Looks like I gotta force stop the YouTube app because the chat's not showing. YouTube. I don't know if this is gonna be a good setup or not, but figure we would try it. Okay. Nice. Hallie, what's good? Ranger. DJ Chad's Music House. Have you changed the alternator on that car? How many times? Not on this one, never. What year and make, so we can look up stuff as you work? It's a 2008. So it'll be like the 2008 to 12 Malibu 2.4 liter. Let's see if I can update this. I want this to be at the bottom. There we go. All right, cool. T-Gun, how's it going? Fire Cape. All right, so I'm not going to be able to completely, like, keep up with the chat as much. That's our car. Let's see. I'll show you. We got to take this cover off. I'm going to disconnect the battery. Got to take the cover off. Get all this stuff out of the way. I think I can get down there. It's like down there. I think I can get down there to the tensioner to, like, get the belt off. I actually have this lifted up just in case I got to take the tire off to get in to get the belt back on, because I have a replacement belt. And there's my alternator. So That's what I'm doing. So I'm not gonna this is obviously not a how-to. It's just you guys are gonna hang out with me while I do this. So let me get some gloves on. I want to go ahead and get this done so that I can DoorDash some more tonight. By the way, we are on the Starlink. We're live streaming from the Starlink. So that's kind of a cool feature. Mr. Terrified, what's up? Yeah, if I screw this up, you know, it is what it is, but I think I got it. I've done some of this stuff before. I've taken this off before and to do the valve cover and to do the solenoids and also to do the tune-up. So I think I can get, that shouldn't be a problem. And then the only other thing is just getting room to get the belt. So watching any YouTube videos on this exact model? Yeah, a little bit of like kind of looking at it. It's pretty straightforward kind of. It's just gotta do it, you know. Well, let's see if I can show you. So I'm gonna take the battery off. It's also reversed. This is reversed. So did this with my car, Nissan. Yeah, I've had to do it on the Honda a lot. Oh, I can see you guys down here too. I have a chat right here. So I'm taking the battery loose. I don't want that hooked up. I actually may take it over to my charger and like hook it on the charger real quick. Actually, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take this battery real quick and I'm gonna put it on my battery charge. Oh shoot, is that a 12? It is. Oh, that's a 12. So let me get an extension. And it's 12. I think it's 12. Could be a 13. It's bigger. Yes. Should have known that. I gotta disconnect the battery. Sunny yesterday, snowing today. All right, I'm removing this battery because I'm just gonna take it over to my little battery charger that I have. Because last night, so the voltage, you know, I got one of those little like plug-in things that you plug into the cigarette lighter. And this little thing right there. And the voltage, it's usually up at like 13.8 or something like that when the car's on. Well, on the way home last night, it would go from 13.8, the battery light would go off, the battery light would come on, and it would go down to like 12 something, right? And then by the time I got home, it was like 11.9, right? So that's less than the battery itself. So that means it wasn't charging. Now, I got another belt. I should have probably got a tensioner. So hopefully I can get away with just the alternator and the belt. But what I'll probably do is actually order a tensioner as well. But this should get us by for today. You know, the belt, just because that's the serpentine belt, that's the AC and the alternator, which runs a lot of stuff, obviously. And figured it would be good to replace that. So I have the old one. If I need it, I'll keep it for an extra. But yeah, alternator not alternating, exactly. Yeah, it was doing it, and then it was not doing it. It was like 13.8, then it was like 12, then it was like 13.8, then it was like 12, then it was 12 more, then it was like 11 something. I was just getting home. I was like, okay, I gotta gun it like to get there. So anyway, let me pull this battery, and I'm gonna go put it on the charger so that it'll be fully charged when we get this done and I get the car started. You guys could probably still hear me. I'll get the microphone on me so I can talk to you while I'm over here. I'm also gonna try to do this in a way that like I'm trying not to show my house too much, if that makes sense. All right, so let me put that onto that. Negative onto the negative. Easy peasy. No, maybe get stuff out of the way. All right, there we go. Sweet. So now I can turn that on. Yeah, it says 80% capacity. That's because it's been having to keep the car going by itself. All right, coming back. Okay, the battery's out of the way. So I'm not a professional, so I'm just gonna, like, no pressure, like no pressure today. I'm just gonna relax and try to just get this done, let you guys hang out with me. I can see the chat over here. I got my other phone that I'm gonna set up over elsewhere, so anywhere I'm at, I should be able to see you guys. Johnny Rockets. I just replaced the starter, Johnny. What's up, Connor? How's it going? Cereal fiber. 3.4 was a pain. Yeah, this is a 2.4, so I think I could do it without taking the motor mount. It actually says that you should, but I think I can do it without. I think I got a way. I think I have a way of doing it. Also, just keep in mind, everything you see is reversed, because until I flip the camera to show you the other way. So I got to get this thing. So it's not going to be like necessarily a step-by-step, because that's not really necessary, right? We're just hanging out. But I got this. So this has to come off, this whole thing. So I'm going to loosen up. Let me take these off. I don't want those. All right. There we go. Got it. There's like a thing under here. Tightens this up. Loosen that up. What's up, Ms. Osteen? This is a 2.4 liter engine. I just take my time working on cars. Yeah, it's good just to chill. If I had solar panels on the top, I wouldn't need an alternator. Yeah, maybe. So this is, I think that's loose enough. And then I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna go ahead and loosen this one up too. These are little 8mm bolts. Not that it matters to you guys, but. So hope everybody's having a good day today, man. So they wanted, I was gonna go to the auto, so there's a late night AutoZone that stays open late in Raleigh. And I was like, man, I could just hop over there, because that was closer to where I was, to where I am now. And I was like, I could just hop over there. But the problem with that is they wanted like $400 for the alternator. So that's not something I want to do. So that comes up. I'm just going to put this oil cap right. Well, I don't know if I can do it. Here, let me take this air box out. So, show you guys what I'm doing. Real quick. Why not? Oh, I can't flip the thing with the gloves. There we go. So yeah, I got to take this off. I'm going to disconnect that. I'm going to take this out, because this is loose now. And see, that's where the oil filter goes. So I'm going to lift it up, put the oil filter back on so nothing gets in the engine. And then take all this out. I'm going to take this out. This, all that's going to come out of the way. That's what I'm doing right now. So anyway. Oh, see. There we go. All right. That's what I'm doing while I'm talking to you guys. But, so they wanted like 400 for the, what's up, Craig? They wanted 400 for the, see how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna break it. Might use a little tool for that. They wanted 400 for the alternator at the local spot. And that's a no-no for me. No for me, dude. I'm not doing that. I don't want that to come out. I don't want to break this connector. Can't remember how I did this. Tab, push the tab. Come on, John. Don't want to break it. Pretty sure you just pulled the tab. Hold on, let me get some more space. Pull this off. Oh, I got that too. It's really on there. Screw it off. There we go. That's what I want. Now I can get that out of the way. I want to put the oil filter back on before we do anything. I don't want anything falling on the engine. Yep. And just put it off there. There we go. Sweet. I don't even need to really take that completely apart because I have a long hose I replaced with. So now I can see this better. I need to be time to get the air filter. Oh, shoot. Cover that up with something. Be right back. Just gonna cover the throttle body. Probably. This little throttle body right here. Just gonna cover it with this paper towel so that nothing gets in there either. And a zip tie. Alright, cool. So that'll be that. The air filter is really, it's not that bad actually. But I am gonna clean the box. I'll show you guys that in a minute. So technically I can just I don't even need to take that off either. I can just set that to the side. It's not gonna be in the way. I'll show you guys where we're at. I guess I'll take the extra time so you guys can see what I'm doing. So now I've removed this. That's the alternator right there. Technically you're supposed to take this hose off, but I'm gonna see if I can just kind of move some connectors and maybe get that out of the way without taking the hose off so I don't have to bleed the system. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Next thing I'm gonna do is take this bolt off and take this thing out. So, and I covered the throttle body up because I don't want to get anything in there. Come on. Trying to flip the camera. These gloves are not. There we go. All right. Put you guys back over there. It's a little bit of an arduous task. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that. Where does the hose go? That's a coolant hose. It's a coolant hose. I need 10 millimeter. The big one is a coolant hose. So I really don't want to, although there might not be a lot of water in there, I might be able to just take it off. No, there's still some in there. I don't want to have to like bleed the system. I'm going to try to take it out around that. If I can't do that, then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But one thing at a time. So I hope everybody's having a good day. My goal with this is to get it done and be able to get back on the road tonight, like this afternoon at least. So appreciate you guys hanging out with me though. It kind of makes it like fun. I don't know, it's gonna make me not have to, like, I'm not gonna be able to like curse up a storm when things go wrong. I'm gonna have to like maintain my cool just for you guys. All right, so that's clip goes. Yeah, that clip. That's a clip right there that holds it in. Yep. Just be able to press that in. Yep. Should be able to press that in. It's supposed to be able to come out. That's my AC line. There we go. It's coming. Tricky little sucker. There we go. Yeah, it's out. So now that should be able to come out. Let's see. Make sure nothing else is in my way. Okay, got that out. It's the air box. And yeah, I think I'm gonna get another air filter very soon. There's a bunch of stuff in there. Not good. It was dirty underneath. There was like stuff all in there. So, put that to the side. See what you guys are saying. This could prove useful if you forget where something goes. Yeah, I'm not doing a good job of like filming it like in that kind of way though right now, but it's all good. At least generally, dude, I'm just happy to like have people to hang out with while I'm doing it. You need the right tools to something. We have AAA that helps. Yeah, I have AAA. That's what I would have been using if I was on the road for another 10 miles yesterday. Oh, cool. That's cool. Stereo fiber. The ad says buy a Toyota. Yeah, Jeff. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Snap-on electric ratchet, cordless impact as much as possible, saves time. Yeah, I have a electric ratchet too. It's not charged right now. Gotta keep it charged. Yeah, I actually took the whole battery out, Danny, because I have it on the charger just to keep it charged. So anyway, let me look and see. Now I'll show you what the situation looks like. The updated situation now that we've taken all that stuff out. This is probably gonna take like way longer than I would if I was a pro, you know. I'm just gonna take my time. So this is now the situation. So there's the alternator. The tensioner is right there, I think. And I think there's a 3/8 hole right there so I can like get the tensioner up to get the belt off. And that's gonna be my goal, to get that off. That's the next thing I gotta do. So I'm gonna put the 3/8 in there. I'm gonna see if I can get the belt off, because then other than that, I just gotta disconnect the alternator there. 1, 2, 3 bolts. There's 3 bolts. I can loosen it up. I should be able to get it out. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it out this way. Maybe. I doubt it though. I think I'm gonna have to get it out like this way. So I'm not sure if I can move this out of the way or not, but like I said, I'm gonna cross that bridge when I get to it. So anyway, I'm gonna get in there and try to get that tensioner and get the belt off next. That's the goal. Yep. Once again, this is not a how-to, dude. This is just a hangout. You're just hanging out with me. I'll check the blinker fluid and the muffler bearings while I'm at it. All right. So let me put that back in there so I don't lose it. I don't think it's gonna rain. I'm not trying to rebuild the alternator. It's not my goal. I'm gonna pick the longest 3/8 ratchet that I have. Dude, they're all the same length. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna pick the flattest one that I have. Looks like this one's the winner. Should be coming up. Yeah. Oh no. Let's see where. Oh, there it is. Let's see if I can get it in there. Ah, it's in. Oh, nice. All right. Dang. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Why not? Put a screwdriver here so this doesn't fall. This is going to be reverse of what is going on. Hold on. See if I can set this down here. This is what I'm trying to do. What's up, Holla? How's it going? Yeah, I'm trying to fix the car. All right. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I have this is on the tensioner. I'm gonna just pull it until it's loose and get the belt off. Cool. So it looks like the belt's going around. Trying to pay attention to this belt too, because I got to put it back on. Almost got it off. We'll pull it off on the side. Maybe if I turn it. Can't turn it because the crank's not going to turn. Alright, it's just a matter of wiggling it. There we go. Alright, I'm going to let that go. Whoop. Pull this out. Sweet. Okay, so it's going around the crank, around the AC, and around this. I should have got a tensioner. Stupid tensioner. I don't know why I didn't order one. I'm gonna end up having to come back in and just like replace that again. So anyway, that's that. So now I gotta get these bolts out. That bolt, and then one bolt here actually. So it's two up top and one in the bottom. Let's see about that. Are they 13s? Yeah, 12. That's gonna be a 13. Okay, so I can get them with this, and then I can use the socket wrench to get the other one. What are you guys talking about? 71 there. It's 60, like it's gonna be 60 today here. Drain a little radiator fluid, remove the hose from the top. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that, but then I'm also thinking about trying to do it without doing that. So I'm gonna get it loose first and see what I can do. There should be a way to maybe, I can't do it because I got you guys mounted, but I think I can just get it up through there. I know that's tricky and probably not recommended, but I'm gonna try to do it anyway. And if that doesn't work, then I'll just disconnect that. But I don't want to open the system. Yeah, let me loosen that with that. I don't want to open the system. So I'm just gonna break these. I just want to break them. See if I can get the bottom one. Dang. Just want to get on there. Okay. Dang, I need like an extension or something. Oh, no, it's not too bad. It's not too tight. I can get in there with the ratcheting wrench in a minute. It'll be easier once it's like loose enough, which it is. All right. Now I just have to, you guys might be in the way. Might have to move you. Might have to move you guys. Oh, that's not on there. I gotta move you guys to get that one. Let's see. There's no good places for this tripod. Be like over here? No. Here, I'm gonna just, you guys see what I'm doing. It's not a how-to. I'm just gonna be under there doing that. Okay. All right, it's not bad. Okay, so that's loose. All three of those are loose. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this. All right, so unplug the front plug that goes into the regulator, so that's not in the way and can't get broken. And then go ahead and start taking these out, I guess. Can just do these by hand now. What do you guys think? Shouldn't be too bad. Doordashing is not worth it. Nice, we got one. We got one, boys. Let me guess, it doesn't even pay for your gas. So they wanted $400 for this alternator. All right, so there's the nut at the local store. I got this for $125 on Amazon. Do this a little different. Just gonna get it loose so I can do it in my hand. That will be easier. Yes, yeah. There's always one of those, Craig. If you have the right car. Yeah, this is like a $2,000 car, $3,000 car. This is something you can buy pretty cheap. And I've done most of the work myself. And it honestly, I've made enough this year alone that if this car failed, I would just go buy another one. And if I did buy another one, I'd probably buy like an older Prius or something, and try that. But still, like, I've already got my money out of this. So I'm in the green. My tires weren't but like $400, $100 alignment, 120 when I got the tires. I did the lower control arms recently, the outer tie rod ends, the sway bar end links. I just did all of it myself before I went and took the car to get the tires in alignment. And that was fairly cheap. It's like $100 for all those parts. Free labor from me. Let's see. We did the starter. I did pay up for the starter because I had to do it. I did it in the AutoZone parking lot. Okay, so let me do something here. That's the bottom one. I got the alternator here. I'm gonna put the bolts in the alternator, in the new one, so that I know which ones are which. I'm just gonna drop those in there. That way, so when I go to put the other one in, I dropped that. I can get it though. I go put the other one in. I'm using the same bolts in the same hole. I think that's a good idea. So there's that one. All right, cool. And they appear to be the same. I kind of did a little visual inspection beforehand. All right, so I think I can remove this. Like, yep, that's a stud. So that comes off the stud. So there should be a connection underneath this alternator. I'll show you guys in a second. Yeah. I got the alternator loose. Just gonna show you guys something, if you're curious. So the alternator is now loose. Pulled it off of that stud. So I've already disconnected the regulator wire from there. That's over here, right here. And then this should just be like a little nut right here. Ooh. Yeah, I got lucky that the parts were available on Amazon for overnight delivery, dude. It's awesome. I'm trying to show you guys this. I might have to like, with one hand, it's kind of tough. When I get back over here, I'm just gonna do this with two hands. Underneath this is a nut. Underneath that is a nut, and that should just come right off. So that'll be good. It'll be easier. My screen doesn't want me to flip the camera. Come on. I might have to like wipe the camera. Had to take my, I'll put another glove on. It's the cost of doing YouTube. All right. It's cool, my hand was getting sweaty anyway. What are you guys talking about? So what I'm gonna do is the Malibu Ford Tough, ain't it? Cal, what's up, Cal? Yeah, it's not an ideal car for, like, Toyotas are better, but it's kind of been easy to work on. It's like the starter wasn't too hard. I've done the valve cover gasket before. That wasn't too hard. I've replaced the coils and the spark plugs. That wasn't too hard. I've replaced the solenoids that control the oil pressure for the cam phaser. That wasn't too hard. So it's not been really that bad of a car to work on, to be honest. The belt thing is probably going to be a pain in a minute, but I really should have got the tensioner. It's over 300,000 miles. Just got to keep like changing the oil and all that stuff, like kind of religiously. So right now what I'm doing is I'm kind of flipping the alternator up a little bit, and I'm getting that boot off so that I can get to that little nut. And it's going to be pretty easy to get. I think it's a 12 millimeter. I think that's a 12. I have one right here. If it is, it might be a 13. I think it's a 12. Huh? That's a 13 too. All right. Shoot. My bad. All right. Just gonna loosen that up. Damn. Why is it? God, it was on there, man. Why'd they have it on there? Like that. I hope the stud doesn't come in. I don't know if this has ever been replaced or not. I don't think so. I'm gonna do it this way. So give me more torque. There we go. Got it. I'll just get it off by hand now. What are you guys talking about? Prius would come with expensive installation of new battery costs. Yeah, but I would learn how to do that. It would be worth it to learn how to do it. You can get those battery packs for like $1,000. And if you can do it yourself, then the Prius would be like a huge unlock for great gas mileage. And the battery, just a year's worth of use would double my fuel mileage. So it would cut my fuel consumption in half, which I use like possibly up to $7,000 of fuel a year. So that would be a $3,500 saving. So if I could get that battery under $3,500 and do it myself, I would be in the positive by having a Prius. And that battery would last much more than a year. So I've thought this out, like, and I've looked into the battery installation. It's not something that's not doable. I can totally pull that off. So it's not a big deal. All right. I'm gonna see if I can get this out. Like right here. I think I can. I think I can twist it. Just holding this coolant line. This might be. Yep. This is the thing I don't recommend doing, but I'm doing it because I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to open up my system. I have all the stuff to bleed the coolant and do all that, but I don't want to have to do it. So we got the alternator right there, boys. Look at that. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. The cool thing is, yeah, this is a GM. It says GM Velo, made in Mexico. You guys can't see that because it's backwards on that camera. But it's the original part for sure. No doubt about it. That was that stud that I had to. It's a boy. Yeah, Patrick, I'll DUI it. Like, for me, it's worth it because I've thought about the money as far as the Prius. And if I can figure out how to fix that battery, because that's the thing that everybody's like, well, you'll have to pay for battery replacement. But I've been able to find those batteries for like $1,200. But I looked into it one time, and I think I could do it myself. And so I just explained the math. If I could run that car for 3 years, I'd be like almost $10,000 ahead for doing it. So that would be my next car purchase if something happens to this one. But anyway, the old GM part, I'm not going to be able to put this in with the bolts. I put the bolts through, but you know what? I think they're the same, first of all. Second of all, I'm just going to put the bottom one on this side and the top one on this side. That'll work. Now I got to finagle that thing back in there. Put that cable back on the stud. Tighten that down. Then I can put the thing in. Plug the regulator in last. And we should be good. Now, there's something I want to do though first. Before I get too far along. I want to look at this belt, guys. Because I want to replace this belt. No, I don't have to core it, dude. It was $125 shipped from Amazon overnight. I don't have to give away the core. I may look at like rebuilding that one actually. But I don't really have the time, you know? If I did, I would love to do that. I'd love to be able to clean up in here while I'm here too, but I really need this, my work car. I really need to get back on the road. That's kind of the goal. Let me look at this belt, guys. I'll show you guys what we're looking at without the alternator. This is not financial. This is not financial. This is not mechanical advice, guys. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, hold on. Yeah, it's so hard to flip the thing with the glove. There it is. So that's where the alternator went. This was that positive cable. Like I said, that's the regulator. This is the belt. It's got a mark. Instructions unclear. Now car is broken. That's the AC compressor right there. So this belt just goes on the AC compressor. That pulley. The you can't see it because it's dark. See if I get a flashlight. Sorry. The harmonic balancer slash crank pulley down here. And then that's the tensioner, which I should have replaced. I should have freaking replaced the tensioner, dude, while I was in here. It's easy, just one bolt right there. So that's stupid for me not to actually order that, because I'm going to probably have to come in and do that again. Stupid. But whatever. I'm going to run with it for now. But yeah, I'm going to order one of those, and I think I'm going to replace that soon. Maybe I won't do that on camera or anything, but all right, so that's the deal. I'm going to try to get this belt off and compare it to the new belt that I got and see if I can actually get it routed. I have, like I said, I have it lifted up. If I have to take this tire off and take the cover off to get in there to see it, I'll do that, but I'm prepared. But I don't know if I'll have to do that or not. Yeah, I don't like working on cars, but I'm not a mechanic. Like I'm the worst mechanic in the world if I am one. You know what I mean? I don't really like working on them all the time. I just do it because I have to keep them going. I like driving. I love driving. I love cars, but so I end up having to work on them. That's the deal. All right. I have another belt. So I hope this works. I hope this is the right size and everything. So now once I take this off, like I'm gonna have to like commit. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pull this off this thing here. Once it goes up there. Once it goes up there, over top the harmonic balancer, down, around. It's very simple. So let's see the condition. Ah, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it. Look at that, boys and girls. Look at that. I had a hunch. Look at these cracks. Is it focusing? That was the worst crack, though, that first one. That right there ain't gonna be good. So I've got a new belt. Let's see if we can get the new one. Yeah, I know, right? I ordered the alternator and I was like, hey, I should order a belt. Like, I think I need to do that. Because the belt probably hasn't been replaced. The alternator hasn't. I don't think they've replaced the belt. I need to do the tensioner. Like, honestly, I feel kind of dumb for not ordering the tensioner. This looks about right. Looks about right. Let's see the numbers. See if they're the same. 1020, 1021. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this will work. What do you think? Let's give it a shot. I'll keep this just in case. Not that I want to put it back on, but if an emergency, the SHTF happened, and I needed to go ahead and get out of here, I'd throw that belt on there. It would work enough. Yeah, it was about to fail, and it could even have something to do with the problem I was having. But also, that tensioner. I really don't like the idea of keeping the tensioner. But I'll order one. I'll probably put one on. I don't have to do all this to do the tensioner, like the alternator. I can just, like when I go to do the tensioner, what I'll probably do, honestly, I could probably do it without doing all this, but it'd be easy. Hold on. Since we're talking about cars, I'll do this with my thumb. Can I do it? There we go. It would be easier to get to that tensioner right there. Probably just take this thing off. So I could like just jack up the engine a little bit and just take that off. I could probably get right to it. And I don't have to take the alternator off or anything. I'll just remove the belt and just take that off, put it on, and put the belt back on. So that I can do that later. Of course, I got to take all this out. I can do all that later. Well, timing belt's important, but I'm pretty sure this is a chain. It's oiled by a cam phaser. Well, that has a cam phaser that's oiled and uses pressure to actually change the timing. But it's got a oil well in there for it, so I don't have to worry about that too much. That's not something I want to do, honestly. If it comes to that, I'll probably just honestly just get a different car. I have my limits on what I'm gonna do. But I did do these solenoids. Yeah, the chain should be good. But I did do these solenoids. I don't know if you can see it. Right there. This is backwards because it's on the front camera, but those two things, that's what I'm talking about when I talk about they use oil pressure to activate the cam phaser to change the to work on the timing. And the belt's behind that, or the chain's behind that deal there. All right, let me see if I can get this on, because this is going to be probably a pain, honestly. But I want to go ahead and get it in place before the alternator. So let's go over the crank pulley thing. Okay. Come on. You little... Keep it PG. Okay. Because this belt's all weird shaped too. It hasn't like stretched out or anything. This is gonna be harder than the other one. Yeah. It's wanting to go over. Oh, that. Okay. I might need to take my watch off. I do have the world time on today, so it's like it's a slim watch, but sometimes I just have to take it all the way off. There's not a lot of room. There's something right over top. Looks like a hump right over top the... crank pulley. I think I got it. Are all my grooves in? Am I in the groove? I think I am. All right. Sweet. So, nice. So that's there for when I get the alternator. And I just pull it around the AC pulley. It should be good. Let's move the tensioner up. All right, now I can put the alternator in. Let me, I'll show you where I'm at, because it's fun to do that, right? So, I got the new belt on. So basically, you can't really see it, but there's the pulleys there. And so I just had to go around that and around this and under this, and the alternator will go in here. We're doing it. We're getting the car. This is the thing that I talk about like all the time when I'm like, you got to buy an older car, but it's better if you can work on it. Like, save a lot of money. This is how I've been able to survive door dashing. I don't know what I would have to do if they were going to charge me $400 for the alternator, and then another, say, 2 hours worth of labor at $150 an hour would be like $700. I couldn't afford. I can't play that game. That's not a game I'm willing to play. CRC throttle body cleaner, mass airflow sensor cleaner on small cars, best friend. Yeah. Yeah, it's good to clean the throttle body out. I did that last time that I had this all off to do the valve cover gaskets and spark plugs and stuff. All right. Don't really like to have to do this, but I'm going to have to try to finagle this thing back in here. So let me try that. Let me do that. Oh. Here's the new one. It's nice and shiny, but as you can see, it is not name brand. This is a Chinese special. So wish me luck on this one. Wish me luck. Guys, also, see if I can do this, but if you'll notice, not nearly as much copper in this one. I don't know if you can really see it. See all that copper? Not nearly as much. So, when I may even try to rebuild it. Somebody said something about a rebuild kit. Like, I'm down to try. Might be worth it. It looks like it's pretty easy to take apart. You just got these bolts here. This cover comes off. So I might try that. There's a reason this was $125, guys. But if I can get, what I need out of this for for the price, then I'll be happy. Let's get down past that. F. All right, there we go. All right, cool. Let's connect the... Yeah, I just need it to last the life of the car. That's why they want the core, but I got the core. I got the core on this one, boys. I'm gonna keep it. and maybe rebuild it. And then I'll have the real McCoy. I'll have the full copper alternator. The one they used to make back in the early 2000s. The good stuff, as they say. I have the good stuff. All right, I'll pull this out of this little boot. That boot is a pain in the butt, man, but it's good. Keep it. I get why it's there. It's good that it's there. I'm gonna slide it down though. All right, sweet. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now I'm gonna put my Yeah, it probably won't last. If it lasts 50,000 miles, I'll be okay with it. Obviously, this isn't like a terrible installation if I had to do this again, but I'm just glad I made it home. I've had the battery light come on before, and I did not make it home. That's why I was like, I actually had my completion rating is took a hit yesterday because I had a $16 order. It was a piece of cake, dude. It was a beautiful order. $16, like 4 miles. But I knew if I'd have took that order and delivered it and then had to come back up north and go drive all the way home, there was a really good chance that I wasn't going to make it home, and then I would be waiting on a tow truck last night, which meant that I would be waking up later this morning because I would get here later last night, which meant that I would be later fixing the car, which means that I would make less money this afternoon because I'll be later getting out to work, and it wasn't worth the $16 or the risk. So I went ahead and just canceled that order. I had to unassign, and for once they didn't give me the worry-free unassign. So wonderful. Anyway, I got the positive cable on. I'm gonna No, it's not an SS. It's a 2.4 liter. It's a LS, I think that's what it's called. It's LS. Okay. Loosen this up again. I don't like that angle. I gotta hold it at the right angle while I tighten it. Okay. Okay. Good enough. You're getting yourself into all kinds of weird positions doing. Like when you're working on cars. What I'm trying to do is have this thing come out straight instead of to the side. And it keeps wanting to turn to the side. I want it to tighten down while it's straight, not while it's to the side. You have a voltage meter to see if it's putting out the proper voltage. Well, I have one of those little idiot voltage meters that you plug into the cigarette lighter, and last night what I noticed was it would be at the battery light would go off and it would be at like 13.8. That's normal kind of number. It would come on, the battery light, and I'd plug that thing back in and check it, and it would be at like 12. That's not normal with the alternator running, with the car running. That's what you might see on a battery, but it's not what you should see with the alternator running. So I knew it wasn't putting out the proper voltage. I'll be able to look at it again and see what this one does when I start the car. We'll go for a test drive, probably, once I get this done. I'm not in a hurry. I'm just trying to like do it right. Kind of right. I know I was supposed to. I know you're supposed to take that coolant hose off, but all right, that's good. Not too tight, but tight enough. Now let's put that boot back over there to cover it. Keep it all nice and clean. Keep any oil or debris out. I think. Let's see, can I go over there? Yeah. Come on. Don't want to break it either. So. Should snap over the side. I think it snaps over the side. Should. I don't want any oil getting in there. It's not like there was oil leaking on the first one. Should be all right. Probably taking a little more time than I need to do. Yeah, battery's new. I didn't really need the battery at the time, but I'm glad I got it. It's good. It probably, the fact that I had that new battery is the reason I got home last night. What's up, Dan? How's it going? We're changing out the alternator from last night. It went out. That's the old one. Too bad I don't have the new one here. If you rewind, you could see there's so much more copper in this old one. But I don't have to do a core charge because I got it on Amazon. So I'm gonna probably keep this, and I might try to rebuild it because this is like early 2000s tech, way more high quality. So anyway, but I just need the car to keep going. 125 bucks versus $400 at the auto store. Otherwise, I would have drove to the auto store last night. There's a late night one, and I would have just done this in the parking lot probably, but it wasn't worth it because 400 bucks. So I was like, I better get home. Yeah, I think you can rebuild them. Somebody was saying there's a kit for it. Anyway, let me flip this up. I got that on. The boot is not wanting to clip in like I feel like it did there, but that might be because it's an aftermarket alternator. So I'm just gonna let it be what it is. It's covering it to keep it from touching things. I'm gonna try again to see if I can get it to cover over there. Okay, got it a little better, so that's good. All right, let me flip this up, get this on this little dowel here. I think I'm gonna have to pull this out of the way again. I need 3 hands. There we go. That's on the guide dowel. All right, cool. I'll show you guys. Alternator's in. I am not a mechanic. This is not mechanical advice. I'm the worst mechanic in the world. But the alternator is in. It's on the dowel. The positive is connected down here. Actually, it's in a different place. Wow, they got it in a... Is that in a different place? Hold on. No, not really. But anyway, that's the positive. I'm not going to hook up the regulator. Oop. I'm not going to hook up the regulator that until after I'm done. And yeah, so anyway, that's in. All I got to do, I got the bolt there, 1 bolt underneath, but I kind of want to, like, I guess I'll wait to put the belt on. Yeah, Dan, I'll show you the belt since you just stopped in. So that's a new belt. I put a new belt on just now. The belt that's in there, but let me show you the old belt. Hold on, where is it? Yeah, that's the old belt. She wasn't doing good. A lot of cracks too, like other cracks. Yeah, I know it's not focusing, but they're there. See, it looks bad, right? So it needed replacing. It was time. Anyway, yeah, that belt is out of here. Oh boy, all right. Let's see. Okay, so put this over here so I can see your chat while I'm working. And I think I'm just gonna put the bolts in, everything, and kind of just get it. What did I say? This was gonna be the bottom one. And then the one over here towards the passenger side is gonna be the top one. That's what I said, right? Hopefully. So just get this. Hopefully this lines up. Should line up. There it is. I was about to say, I checked these to make sure it was the same part. I just didn't have it lined up good. All right, so let's put that one in. Maybe it'd be easier if I put the top one in first. That's easy, and that should line everything else up. Yep. So that one is in. Now let me put the bottom one in. So I figured I would just hang out with you guys while I'm doing this. I appreciate you guys hanging out. It's kind of fun, right? I don't know how fun it is. But it's like moral support. It's like having moral support here. I even appreciate the smart aleck comments about how I'm an idiot for Doordashing. It's not worth it. You take it. What's up, Sniper? Nice catch and upgrade. Yeah. Yeah, it'll keep me on the road. Might not be the best parts in the world, but if it works, I'll be happy. If it doesn't, I'll return it to Amazon and maybe get another one. I can do that 3 times before it becomes more expensive than the... Well, I could also get another one for free too, so it's still going to be cheaper. I mean, $300, almost $400 for the alternator would have been 2 days of work at $200 a day. Plus, I would have missed my live streams, so that would have hurt even more. You know what I'm saying? So it ended up being better. Let me put the nut on there too. So that's on. Now I can tighten the alternator in. It ended up being better because this was overnighted. I got lucky. I mean, some of the older, more obscure cars I have, like the 88 Jeep, like it's not always going to be something that comes in overnight, but I got lucky. So yeah, it's always better to watch somebody else do the wrenching. I'll agree with that. Like I always say like I'm a terrible mechanic, and I am really like not a good mechanic, but I don't actually like it. I like to drive more than I like working on the cars, but it's just, dude, $400 for the alternator plus probably 2 hours at $150 an hour to replace it would cost me $700 plus tax, plus the belt. They would probably charge for the belt too, which I got for $20. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, that saves me. That's worth it for me to just hang out and chill. Try to control myself, not cuss too much. Because I'm on the live stream. And just see if I can get it done, you know, even if it takes a couple of hours or whatever. Okay. So that's tight. I'm going to tighten the other ones. It's tight, but it's not as tight as I want it to be. No, I'm not torquing these down like with a torque wrench, but you should. But I'm not the mechanical advice guy, so don't listen to me anyway. I'm just putting them in about the way they were. Perfect. So now I'll go ahead and do all of them now. Do the bottom one. Yeah, David, that belt was, it's like, I think God was looking out just having the alternator go out, because this is easier than being on the side of the road and having to get somebody to bring me a serpentine belt so that I can get back on the road. At least I made it home and I had a warning. You know what I mean? So, all right, that's good. Alternator's in. Now I'm going to just do the tensioner thing. So you guys already saw the tensioner situation, so I'm not going to... Well, maybe I can move you guys over here. Let's see. Maybe I can do it. Oh. I don't need to be pushing buttons with the gloves on. So maybe you guys can kind of... Can I do this without screwing up? How did I do it last time? Whatever. See if I can sit. Did I sit it here? All right. Is that stable? You have a brand new car now? Yeah, but there's other parts that can break too. So what I'm gonna do So I'm gonna set this to loosen. Put this in the tensioner. Yeah, can't get it in there. Be careful with this AC line. Do better with that. Just want to get it in the right spot. Come on, get in there. Nice. All right, we're in the tensioner. I don't know if you guys can see. Can you guys see? Probably can't see. I'm going to pull the tensioner up. Hopefully that'll give me enough juice to get this alternator belt on. Oh man, this is going to be tight, dude. Ugh. It's tight. New belt. Okay. Let me move the belt to a different side of it because it's all weird shaped. So I'm just gonna move it around. Maybe that'll be all right. It's gonna be tough, dude. Am I on? Yeah, I'm on the harmonic balancer or the crank pulley, whatever you want to call it. So I got the tensioner up. Let's go. Come on. Come on. It's a tight squeeze, guys. New belt is tight. It's the right one though, for sure. Sure, there's a trick for this that I'm missing. Here we go. I got it over the edge. Right. Let's see, one more. Pull on that tensioner. There we go. All right. Come on. Come on. It's almost on there. It's not on all the grooves yet, but it's on the grooves on both of the other pulleys. I'll pull this tensioner one more time. It'd be easier if I could turn everything, but I can't. I really can't. Just kind of brute forcing it. One more time. All right, go. Pull that back. It's like on, but it's not all the way on. There it is. There it is. There it is. All right. All right. Let me pull this out. Here we go. I'll show you. Whew. Dude, I think I might have broke a sweat doing that. Okay. So the belt is on. And it's in the grooves. And it's like that on all the other two pulleys. And it's underneath the tensioner, and that's good. So there's the alternator. Now let's plug in the regulator. I guess this is, I keep saying regulator. I think this is the regulator. It's got to be. We plug that in. Let's hope it clicks. Yeah, it clicks in the new part. So we got the positive cable up on there, right there. Regulator's hooked up. Alternator's in. Everything's tight. Belt is on. Tensioner is back down. Really should have replaced that tensioner, but hey. Now we got to put the air box back in and put all this back and take that off and put everything back together. So I think we're gonna be good. What are you guys talking about? 30 miles on the OD, brand new. What are you talking about? Please do not forget to refill the blinker fluid. I keep forgetting that, and to check the muffler bearings. I'll do that. see, replace the 2 wheel bearings thus far. Oh, 250. Yeah. Well, yeah. So on these GMs, the wheel bearings go out. So my Pontiac, the 2003 Pontiac I have, which is kind of down right now. I'm doing some electrical work on it. I may sell that. I kind of need to get that out of the way so that I can possibly get a Prius. But I've done the wheel bearings on that about every 30,000 miles. Because the bearings aren't as good as they used to be. But they're easy to fix. It's just 3 bolts. Blinker fluid is expensive nowadays. Imagine being 50 years old and doing that. If I live long enough, I'll end up living that probably. David's 70 and David can do it. Yeah, this isn't a hard job, thankfully. This wasn't like too bad. Craig can clean the windshield. All right, good. Craig, clean the windshield because we got to drive later. All right, so let me start kind of slowly putting this stuff back together. I need the air box. I need an air filter. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna order an air filter and a tensioner. Because you've seen where that tensioner is to take the box out anyway. So I'll take this up. I won't have to take the alternator out, but I will just take this air box out, and I may remove that motor mount, but I may be able to do it without doing that. Can I do it without doing that? I think I can. Yeah, I think I can. I think I can do that. So I'll probably order a tensioner, and then when I go to replace the air filter, I'll just take the box out and replace the tensioner too, because I think that's probably should have been part of this. I'm not the smartest, guy in the world, so I just didn't get the tensioner. But now that I think about it, that's probably pretty important to replace. And that belt hasn't been replaced in that long. The tensioner probably is no better. All right, let me clean this off. Oop. Car stream, bad out of hell, what's up? Yeah, we're working on the car. I just replaced the alternator. Not an education. It's not educational. It's entertainment purposes only. You guys are like all crooked. That bugs me. It's entertainment only. Whenever I'm working on the cars. I gotta take that out. I'll put this bolt back in to retain it so I would know where it went. Come on. You son of a bolt. All right. Yeah, the hardest thing working on cars is like trying to keep it PG. That's actually like exercise. That's a mental exercise. It's probably good for me though. I have kids. I'll try to get good at that. It's not the best. This probably should go in maybe this way. Maybe this way. I can't remember. I pulled it out. Don't tell me this is going to be the trickiest part. It shouldn't be. It should be the easiest part. No, I think I can just... There we go. This has to go under the AC line. I can pull forward. Good, good. Can go under there. Nope. Okay. Think about this thing. There we go. Now that can go under there. That can go under there. Sweet, we got it. We got it. Yeah, a code scanner. I have a code scanner, but I don't have one of the new ones that connects to the new cars, where you can like flip the switches and stuff like that. Like, where you can actually like activate doors and really like play around and do serious diagnosis on the newer cars. But I have the basic scanner where I can read some of the waves and stuff, like when I was doing the P0420, which is the catalytic converter code on the I need my tea. On the Pontiac, I was able to look at the wave signals from the catalytic converter on the scanner that I have, and I was able to determine like the before and after difference of the work that I did. So that was cool and useful. But it's not like the new ones. Like the new ones, you can connect to a car Bluetooth, it's almost like a car has almost like a Wi-Fi, or I don't know if it's Bluetooth or what, but you connect to the car and you can go in and you can look at all the modules and stuff. I don't have one of those. I'd like to have one of those, but I think they're like $1,500 for the cheapest one. Pulse width. Yep. It'll have 5 gears in reverse when it gets done. That's right. And you got to have extra fasteners laying around too. All right. We're going to have no extra fasteners this time. Yeah, we're doing good. So there we go. That's that. The clip's already in there, so that's wonderful. Wonderful. Fantastic. I think we're going to be back on the road today, guys. So we'll go for a drive. I'm not going to show you guys my local roads right here, but I'll do the where you face me when we leave for a while, and you just hang out looking at me in the car. Wow, right? Wonderful. And I will, but what I'll do that for, the reason I'm going to do that is so that we can determine together if we're going to have a problem or not. If the light comes on or it's not charging. Because, this alternator could be bad, dude. Cheap Amazon. Gosh, dude, this thing is long. There's a lot of threads on this thing. There we go. We got to the bottom. The alternator could be cheap, and it's cheap, and it could be faulty. So, doing great, John. You'll be dashing soon. I hope so. That's the point. What's up, Sawyer? How's it going? Leslie's in the house. Leslie, C. Kelly, what's good? Yeah, I work on my own vehicle most of the time, C. Kelly. There's certain things that are above honestly, the things that are above my level of experience are the things that a lot of times I might consider just freaking scrapping the car for. Blown head gasket. If it's going to be, this is a 4-cylinder. I could probably do it and send the head off to have it machined and then, come back and clean everything and do it. Do I want to take the time to do that? I don't know. And for the cost of the car, you get what I'm saying? So there's some things that I'm not going to fix because I just don't want to get into that. But alternator, no problem. Starter, no problem. A little motor mount or something. These solenoids here that I did recently, the coil packs, all that stuff, the valve cover gasket, all that's not a problem. Brakes, suspension components, I can do all that. All the basic stuff. I'm not rebuilding the engine though. I've done it before, but I don't want to do it because I don't have the time. If I was older and more financially stable, I guess you could say, then yeah, I would like to get into that one day, back into that. I used to do it when I had the time when I was younger. I would rebuild an engine. But I also didn't have kids and I didn't have a bunch of bills and you know what I mean? I had time to do it. It's arguable that I don't have the time to do that nowadays. What is going on? Oh yeah, I think this has to go over. So I will just sometimes have to call it, on a situation. It's gonna be, why are we not, oh yeah, should have to shove it in there. Just shove it down. There we go. Because I've got a understand time limitations and things like that nowadays. So handicapped travelers in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Mike. Yeah, it's always something, isn't it? That's how it goes. Could you replace the clutch? I've done it before, Equalizer, on my Civics. I don't like doing it, you know. Transmission on those is really light. It's kind of easy to take it out and line everything up and then like line it back up and put it back up. It's really not that bad, but so I have done a clutch before. I've done pretty much everything. On my Hondas, I've done pretty much everything you can do. Timing belt, water pump, rebuild engine, clutch, like you were saying, which is replacing the transmission as well, because you have to take that out. You know, axles, starter, alternator, suspension. I've taken the complete suspension apart, even down to the trailing arms. I've taken the trailing arms out. I have a tool for my Hondas, my old Hondas, to replace the trailing arm bushing. So I've taken that whole assembly off, like you know. So that's upper lower control arms as well, like ball joints. Like, I've done pretty much everything on a Honda. But Honda's easy, like it's different, you know what I mean? It's like Hondas are pretty easy. This car is fairly easy to work on too, actually. JB said he caught my stream and complimented the work. This is the guy that you were talking about that did the 24 hours, right, Leslie? Well, send him my regards. Is that the right thing to say? Send him my regards. You know what I mean. Tell him I said what's up. I'll try to catch one of his streams too. I wasn't ragging on him personally about the 24 hours. I was just saying I didn't want anybody to get hurt. You know, I don't want to see anybody get hurt. But he's obviously a hard worker. I checked that out that night after you mentioned it. I really do wish I had some throttle body cleaner up. I need to clean this throttle body. Have you ever replaced a flux capacitor? One time, we went back to 1955, and we did get stuck. And I had to do what I had to do to get back. So yes, I have some experience with flux capacitors. I love seeing that DeLorean when we're in Raleigh. I'm gonna just wipe this off, man. I wish I had the cleaner, but now I'm gonna take this and really just wipe this down. This is bad, dude. I need to go get some cleaner. I did this last time. Sweet. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me, man. This is my demonstration of how I save money and keep the cars on the road and how I can afford to do DoorDash. If I had car payments, $750 a month, or had to fix my own, or had to outsource this job, I would not be able to probably make DoorDash sustainable and be able to provide for my family with that and the eBay and YouTube. YouTube helps a lot too, though. So. All right, let me see. Let's get this going. Turned 27 yesterday, John, so I still... Your body feels old. Let's see. What is all this? I don't like that either. Yeah, I got to replace my air filter, guys. I'm going to do that next. All right, so to do this part, I need to make sure this is lined up. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here first. Also don't want to mess up any of these freaking fragile wires that are underneath all this. All right, so that's in. Now I got to take this oil filter and take it back off for a second. This is tricky because I don't want anything to fall in there. Dang it. There we go. Those are on. I just need to get that on. That piece right there. I don't believe that's down far enough. But it should be, because this is flush. Pull it up. No. Oh, there goes my microphone. Should have a magnet on it. Oh, now it's magnetically attached to the... magnet. Drop the microphone, guys. It's all good though. It survived. All right. Let's not do that again. Okay, let's see. I don't like how loose this is, or how this is not going on the throttle body. I may have to actually just do these last. Come on. There we go. We'll do those last. Let's do the throttle body first. That's the most important thing. There we go. There we go. Nice. I think it's a lot better. Yep. It's a lot more further down on it. That's where it's supposed to be. Yeah, I'm in my mid-30s, guys, but I feel like I'm in my prime. Actually, kinda. Not really. Yeah, it's really because I was just messing around doing stuff I shouldn't have been doing in my 20s. So I really wasn't maximizing my capabilities at that time. I kind of am now. A little bit. I know there's more. I know there's more gas in the tank. Even. All right, let's put that on before we get too carried away. All right. I just didn't like that wasn't down far enough, but I think it is down far enough now on the throttle body, or I can tighten it up and we'll be good to go. So I just need my 8mm. I'm gonna get this to 8mm. There we go. There's the old 8. I also need the other extension. What are you guys talking about? Bigfoot is in the woods. Oh, I know. Yeah, you gotta watch out for Bigfoot out here. Bigfoot country. Told you guys. Okay. This is gonna be tricky. I gotta get... Can't see it. Try to get my head down there, but I know where it is. Okay. There we go. I know where it is. I just had to line it up. This should not be the hardest part. It's not, but did this get... Yeah, this is fine. That under there. Plenty of airflow. Tighten this down pretty good. Get a nice seal. Forgot this is the mystical forest it is. We're under like many a pine tree. Oh, dropped it. Got it. That ain't going nowhere. Oh, shoot. Packaging going all over the place. By the way, we're on the Starlink, guys. Has the stream looked pretty good? Because I got the Starlink just sitting out in the yard over there, hooked up to a battery. Switch to this. I don't need that anymore. Yeah, I had to move fast because that thing was gonna get me, or was gonna get out in the road. I don't want to like litter. Yeah, not even in a car. Yeah, dude. Says stream is great. That's awesome, dude. See, I'm utilizing the Starlink. Everybody gives me crap for buying the Starlink, and it's expensive, and I know it is, dude. I know it is. But I'm doing it with YouTube money. It's not like I'm, like just coming out of pocket completely I am, but I'm making it work. I'm using my resources. Trying to be smart here. Bigfoot likes donuts. Craig would know. There's always something behind. Dude, so there's bears out here. There's coyotes. I hear them at night. Sometimes they get real close to the house. And, there's like owls. There's an owl out here. Sometimes it's out here like, woo, 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 woo. That's my owl impression. What's up, Haiti Grace 1? How's it going? Layla Gomez. Do bears get in the garbage? They can, yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of bears to the point. It's not like where it is in the mountains, like out in Gatlinburg and stuff. But there's a few that come through seasonally. And so, yeah, I mean, yeah, they can get in the garbage and stuff. Like, you got to be kind of careful. But it's not like bear country. But we do have a few bears here and there. Yeah, there's turkeys here. See, Kelly's got the owl. Owls behind my house the other night. It's pretty loud. Yeah, owls are crazy. Starlink is great for your and Craig's stream. It's proof they work. Yeah, and even though I don't stream in the city too much, because if you notice, there's all these trees. There's a lot of overhanging trees as well in that area. So when we're going down the road, what we noticed, and we'll notice it in a minute, because I'll roll up the Starlink and actually put it in the trunk in a minute, and then we'll go for a test drive. Let me go get the battery. So that's plugged in. I left that plugged in. That should be good. We didn't mess up any wires underneath. Let me go grab the battery real quick. Yeah, we're going to get back on the road. There's no doubt about it. Very little doubt, let's just say. Let me go get the battery. Yeah, the only thing with the Starlink is the coverage, like the covers, like the tree and stuff, like the trees. It's the only issue, and it's the only reason why I actually don't stream on that solely. But all right, where's my battery cover? Retainer. There it is. Just put this in. It's supposed to go over the battery right there. Cool. Battery's even shaped especially for it. Perfect. What was this? That was a 13 long extension. What's up, NY? How's it going? Cloud Seeds. All right, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna put this. I'm right here. Not going anywhere. I just gotta Just gotta get this lined up. The battery. Here we go. Yeah, that ratchet sounds terrible. It's not as good as my other one. I want to switch. Not a very tight ratchet. This one's great. Sounds a lot better. That sounds a lot better, right? Nice tight gears there. All right. Let's just turn it. Want the battery to be tight, and we don't want it flying all over the place. Safety. All right, cool. That's in. So I just need a 10 millimeter now. Back to the 10 millimeter. We can put our battery back. We can actually connect the battery. I think that's the last thing to do. So let's put the positive cable on first. There's probably squirrels all over the place. What's up, Kristen? How's it going? Sounds like a squirrel. Listen. Why are you not tighten? Why are you not tighten? Hold on. If I did something wrong. Hold on a second. Let's see what this one does. Oh, you know what? I know why. Silly me. Be further down on the battery. Terminal post. Thingy. Here we go. I don't like that. I don't like how loose that is. Why is that so loose? Shouldn't be that way. Something. I have to get it. Put a sleeve in there or something. Put it. Make it. It's not ratcheting down like it's supposed to. On there. But. Interesting. Let me see something. We got something in here. Probably wouldn't have it in here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go look for something. You guys can probably still hear me. Looking for something for this battery. Real quick. That could work. That could work. All right, let me do this. Oops. What's up, guys? If you stopped in and I didn't say hey, I'll read here in a minute, but you guys can't see what I'm doing. Hey, Brian, how's it going? I'm gonna actually see if I can. I need to need some. There we go. That's perfect. That. There we go. That's what I needed. Little space through there. Right there. Just a little modification here. There we go. Okay, now I think it'll work. Maybe one more. Hope you guys are having a good day. Appreciate you hanging out with me while this should have been the last thing, or this is the last thing, but honestly, here we go. Yeah. It's the simple things. Sometimes. There we go. All right, cool. So I will be buying some new battery terminals as well. Or not terminals, but connectors. I'll be buying some new battery connectors as well. All right, so that's on. I think we're good. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go do something else. I'm gonna get one more thing. One more thing. I know this is this is kind of boring, but kind of modifying and improving a little bit. Doing some modifying and improving a little bit. What you guys talking about? Patrick is enjoying it. Cool. Well, that's cool. Now I'm gonna cut this as well. My dikes. Cut this. Perfect shape there. So what do you guys got going on today? Anybody do anything special for Wednesday? For hump day? Let's see. There we go. Now, cooking with grease. I think. Yep. That could have backfired. It's okay. Let's just do these. These two. That's fine. That's all we're gonna do. Might need to. Got another option. Trying to modify. What I'm doing is working with this little battery connector. Trying to make sure that it's good tight fit. And I think I want to replace these soon. Come on. Yeah, use this. Just waiting for an appointment. So let me see if I can modify this a little bit. Well, that'll work. I think we did it. Not the way I wanted to do it, but we did it. I think I did it a little too much. I did a little bit too much. Let's change this up a little. Yeah. A little too extreme. Okay. Yeah. Now we've got it. That's good. Now, where's my, oh, there it is. Perfect. Sweet. Negative cable. Shit. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's, all right. Stupid. All right. Let's see. What you guys doing? Old Lady Luck is in the house. What's up, Old Lady Luck? Yeah, my hair's getting long, but I'm gonna cut it soon. You know, I had somebody complaining the other day because I didn't cut my hair. Mechanic shop lost out today. That's right. I'm trying to modify this. Trying to modify this thing, this little holder here. So put it. Promise we'll be done in just a second. Promise. And it's Michael. What's up, Michael? How's it going? Yeah. I've had various degrees of different things. Long hair, etc. All right, cool. So I think we'll be good now. I think we'll be good to go. Just gonna put this sucker back on. Just wanted the battery to be like tighter in the tray. Damn. Come on. Yeah. Let me change that. Change that a little bit here. Okay. All right, we should be good. Should be good. Good to go. Sorry, that took longer than I wanted to, but that's something I wanted to address while I was here. All right. But now let's just plug this sucker back up and let's see what happens. Should be able to start it. Should be able to start it. Can I go down further? Maybe. Yeah, let's get it down. Okay. That's good. All right, let's see. Let's move some tools. You know, we'll start first turn the key. I think so. I'm gonna go start it. Bring you guys with me, I guess. See what happens. See what happens. What happened, buddy? No battery light. That's good, dude. I think we're in there. Eddie, what's up, Eddie? Get a haircut, hippie. Haha. I'm getting more. Dude, I'm undercover right now as a hippie, okay? Just chill. All right, so she's good. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. I am going to get all my tools up. I'm gonna let this idle. Hasn't started today. Put a multimeter in to see what's charging. Oh, you know what we can do? Hold on. We can check this thing. I have this thing I can plug in. It's kind of like an idiot gauge, but if I plug this in, it will tell us in the initial plug-in phase, it will tell us what. It's kind of an idiot gauge, but 14.9, we're good, guys. That's a good sign. All right, that's my Bluetooth. I need to remove that. But it was at like from 13 all the way down. That gauge was like down to 11 by the time I got to the house, which is not good. It started. Yeah, she's running. She's running. I'm gonna put this right here. We're gonna let that run for a minute. I'm gonna get these tools up. I gotta get all these tools up. We'll go for a little drive. I've got my Starlink out in the yard. I'm gonna roll that up, bring it with us, and see what we got. So yeah, should be back on the road door dashing pretty soon tonight. Probably should have left my gloves on though. Probably should have left my gloves on because my tools are dirty. All right, hold on. So that took a little extra time because I wanted to like modify the battery tray a little bit. So that's what took a little longer, but it's okay. How long have we been live? 2 hours? Under 2 hours, we got the alternator done, and I've been hanging out with you guys, showing you everything. It probably would have been a little quicker if I was just trying to get after it. But I figured I'd bring you along for the ride. We did the brakes last time. We did the starter. Now my hands are sweaty. It's hard to get the gloves on. You ever have that happen? Your hands are sweaty and then it's hard to get the gloves on. Gotta like wave them out to get them to dry off. Wipe them on the pants. Streaming adds more time than you think. Yeah, it would have been an hour job for me, probably. hope that's sitting low enough now that I can close the hood. So the other thing is I gotta lower the car because I went ahead and lifted it up so that if I had to take the wheel off to get down to the belts, but everything seems to be smooth right now. So the belt's clearly on where it's supposed to be. Done. It's pit stop racing DoorDash. Yeah. Mission accomplished. That's right. So yeah, let me get my tools up. Nothing you saw here today is mechanical advice. I am not a mechanic. This is not mechanical advice. I am just the worst mechanic in the world. Not a mechanic. The worst non-mechanic in the world. Just doing what I gotta do to survive. Do not attempt this at home. I'm a professional YouTuber. All right, so let's throw that in there. In there. 1/4-inch job goes in there. Let's put all this stuff up. We're gonna go for a ride, guys. I'm gonna wrap the Starlink up. I'm gonna go for a ride. See what happens. And then, if that works out, I think it will. Yeah, for anybody who just showed up, look at my old belt too, Eddie. It obviously needed an alternator because that was the problem, but look at the belt too. I put a new belt on that belt. So, all right, I'm gonna lower the car. I didn't really need to lift the car up, but it's a good thing that I did because my jack was low on hydraulic fluid, has a little leak. And so I was able to get that filled up, and now my jack is back in action. Let's put all this stuff up in the trunk. Battery cover on. There this goes. Right there. Wheel chocks. When I walk away, I forget that I still have the microphone. I can talk to you guys. All I gotta do now is wrap up the, I guess I'll put this belt in the back just for emergency purposes. For now. Although it's really no good, but something happened, I could throw it on and get home. Put my spare parts over in the little carport. Okay, cool. This is good. Looks good, smells good. I think everything's all right. Close the hood. Knowing how to fix your car should have saved a lot of time. Not only time, it's not as much time as it is money. But yeah, you're right. Yeah. You corrected that. Nice. Optimus, what's up? You see the belt. You were watching MacGyver last night. You're watching MacGyver right now. No, I'm just playing. I popped the trunk. And I forgot these I was using to fabricate that piece. Cicero Lane. I'm in a random field. Put these back up real quick. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring the Starlink in. I gotta check the battery on the Starlink as well. Okay, we're still good. I've literally got this is plugged up to the Starlink. So we got three bars. Timing belt. It's a chain, and I don't think it's ever been replaced. I don't think I'll ever replace it unless I have to. I'm not trying to. It might be an interference engine, but there's certain things like I don't want to mess with on this particular car. The value of the vehicle versus the time to be invested is the issue with that for me. But maybe I would. I don't know. I've done things to protect the chain. Like I've changed the solenoids. I showed everybody in there when I was in there earlier, the solenoids that oil that they oil the cam phaser. They provide a certain amount of like lubrication to the timing chain as well. And I have replaced those because they clog up. All right, the picture may be distorted, like the signal, because I'm about to move the Starlink to inside the car. Literally moving the Starlink right now to the rear deck of the vehicle. So hold on. Probably goes away. Just hang in there with me, guys. We'll get it back as soon as the road. All right. That's that. I need to bring the battery in. It's a mess. My cable is a mess. I need a shorter cable for this kind of stuff. All right. We still live? Did the stream, like, it doesn't look as good, or it still looks okay? Yeah, it is a good idea to have it inspected. Serpentine belt went. Yeah, I just replaced the serpentine belt, Heather, with the alternator. I did both. All right, that's charged. That's gonna have to charge. We'll change that setup when I get in the car. I'm bringing you guys in the car in just a second. All right, let me plug this in. Yeah, this thing is reading 14.9. So this alternator is putting out, so to speak. It's putting out, dude. The alternator is earning its keep. All right, plug in my charger, my wireless charger. Put this extension transmitter. I'll have audio back in just a minute. Put that there, put this into the phone. I can put this in the wireless charger. Move this table. I'll fix it when I get back. Let's go to the car. Get my tea. It was a China knockoff. What are we talking about? It was not OEM. At a certain point in time, with certain prices of cars and vehicles and things like that, the value of the car exceeds So to get even a remanufactured, okay, you guys should be charging now too. To get even a remanufactured unit, or like like from the AutoZone, it was like between $300 and $400 for the different ones. So we're gonna go for a test drive now. I'm gonna take this off. Get back to the random field. What do you mean? You can feel it. All right. And we're back in the car. This is a familiar sight, right? I'm just gonna leave that like that. If I need it, I'll have it. Let's see if you guys are actually charging. Go Granny, what's up? Yeah, 16%, but we're charging. All right, let's go for a drive. Let's go for a drive. Craig got zapped by the charger. All right, everything's good. We're just gonna go for a drive. I'm gonna drive around for like 5-10 minutes. Show you guys. I will show you guys some country roads, I guess, maybe. But I want to keep. We'll just keep the camera like this for now. Well, my Starlink is sliding around. This is also another test of the Starlink to see how it does on the road. Oh, my sunglasses. I gotta go back and get my sunglasses out of the road, dude. I might have to go get more sunglasses if nobody, I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn around. Yeah, I put sunglasses on the windshield. I knew that was gonna be a problem. I'm just looking to see if somebody's gonna crush them. They're in the road on the other lane. I'm turning around right now. The battery light disappeared? Yeah, the battery light's gone. I'm trying to go save my sunglasses now. It's running good. I'm gonna pull over real quick. Right back. All right, let's go for the ride. Yeah, they were on the windshield. I put them up there and then I took off and they were just like, shh. Bye-bye sunglasses. Yeah, Eddie, this one seems to be working right now, at least. And if it works for another 50,000 miles or even 25,000 miles, I'll be happy. It'll be worth the money. I'll quickly make the money back. $125 versus like $400. So, big difference. I don't think it had a warranty. It's Amazon. If it wasn't going to work today, I'm just going to ship it back and get a refund and try again. Sometimes you take risks like that because the car is only worth like a couple $1,000, maybe $3,000 at the most. You know what I mean? And you take risks sometimes with stuff like that. I mean, if it was a $20,000 car, I'd probably get the OEM. But here's the cool thing: I have the OEM alternator, so potentially it's the original GM, like Alcoa or something. I can't remember what it was, the brand, but it's original GM alternator. So I have that, and I don't have to give the core away. So, let's see, blinker, lights, vents. I'm just running some electronics to get a draw on the thing. I'm gonna unplug this and plug that back in. Still 14.9, just sitting at 14.9. Yeah. I've had problems with cheap parts. I've had cheap parts work out. It's you're gambling when you do it a little bit, but I'm willing to, you guys saw it's not that hard to replace. I'm willing to kind of like take the risk. we're still good. I'll show you guys the deal here in a second. So it looks like I'll be Doordashing this afternoon. Back in the road, back on the road, back in the saddle. All right. Yeah. So I'll show you this. So we're good. Everything's good there. It says change oil soon, but that's because I haven't reset the thing. You see that? If I plug this back in, we're charging in the 14 range, which is pretty good. So I think we're good. For now, we're fixed. Oh, there's the Starlink sliding around. We're fixed, guys. I think. All right, so what I'll do is I'm gonna go back to the random field, and we're gonna park there, and I'm going to we'll chat for a minute, and then I gotta get myself ready so that I can go out and Doordash, because I'm gonna make the money back for this alternator. This cost me pretty much exactly what I made yesterday, by the way. So it just cost the day for yesterday, but we're gonna keep the DrivingDaily Mafia machine on the road. But yeah, you're taking a risk with the parts, but like I said, dude, it's like, it's good. It can work out, like, too. And I'm willing to take the risk to save the $300 because for me, that's like a day and a half of work for Doordash. So even if I had to send this back and try again, get one to where it works, even if it only works 25,000 miles, like, between now and then, the money I'll make on those 25,000 miles would be, well, about $20,000 statistically speaking, or more, right? So it's gonna be good, man. It's all good. You take a hit, you just keep on going. What's up, Hallie? Yeah, the car's good. I think we didn't screw anything up, and everything seems to be good. So I even modified the battery tray a little bit to make it a little safer. And we'll talk here in a minute. Yeah, 13 to 8 to 15. Yep. We're in the 14 range. I'll do it again just to check. 14.5 right now, going down the road. So I think that's pretty good. It's pretty solid. Gonna pull back into the random field real quick. Alright. I'm underneath the tree. I wonder if this is gonna break up the... Okay, so let's see how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna keep you guys charging on this. Actually, we got 20%. We should be good for the rest of this stream. I'll boot up another. It'll be a different stream, the Doordash one. Let's put you guys on here. Put you guys right there. Starts back up. $14.9. Yep. We're good. We good, dude. All right. Let me get you guys. Can you see me? I mean, is the signal good still? I'm almost under a tree. The Starlink is like. Yeah. XO, what's up? I'll get my microphone back out for a minute. We'll do a little debrief real quick. Gotta, is that better? Cool. Thanks, Craig. XOXO. Jojo. Yeah, we're good. I need to get back and watch the beginning. Maybe I can learn something. I mean, don't take it as, don't do like and think you're learning anything, because I'm not the best, I'm not a mechanic. It's not mechanical advice. It's just for entertainment purposes alone. I figured I'd hang out with you guys while I fix the thing. John is known. What are we known for, XO? Not sure, but some shops used to rebuild. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right, so here's the deal. It appears as if we fixed the car. All right, man, we did fix the car, because it wasn't charging at all. It was that little voltmeter. I know that plug-in voltmeter thing is like an idiot voltmeter. I know it's not perfect, but by the time I got home last night, we were at like 11.9. That's not good. That's the battery. That's less than the battery, so it wasn't charging at all. So it is charging now, 14, in the 14 range. So that's good. The new belt's on, so that's good. The other belt sucked. Probably should have had the tensioner. Probably should have got the tensioner, but I didn't do that. I'll do it later. I need an air filter, so I'm going to do that. Do that when I change the oil. That'll be in a couple days. I might do that tomorrow. I don't know. If it's going to rain, maybe I'll wait a couple days, but get some oil, change the oil and the filter, and then the air filter too. Had my alternator go out. Praise God, it died in my neighborhood. Yeah. I was still in Raleigh when mine was going out. And so I'm just thankful I made it back home. I had a $16 delivery for 4 miles. I had to unassign the delivery, take the hit on my rating, on my unassigned rating, my completion, because I knew if I took that delivery going the other way 4 miles and then had to drive back home and stop the car and start the car, stop the car and then drive back home, probably wouldn't have made it. And judging by that gauge, when I got back home last night at 11.9 volts, like less than what the battery's supposed to even be reading out at, I probably would not have made it if I'd have took that delivery. It wasn't worth the $16. And thank the Lord, Amazon had the part available for overnight shipping, because I went and checked the AutoZone, and it was just too expensive. So you may know this already, but there's a shop in Raleigh that rebuilds alternators and starters. It's called Johnny's Auto and Marine Electric. Yeah, I would look into that, because I have the OE alternator. I was showing the guys earlier. I don't know if you see the amount of copper in that original alternator is probably twice as much as in this one. So, but the cool thing about this is I didn't need to give up the core charge, So I can do something with it. You know what I mean? Doordash is a lot of wear and tear on the car. Yeah, that's why I just fixed the car. So yeah, so that's the deal. We're back on the road. No, DoorDash doesn't care about the car. I don't expect anybody in this world to care about me or my car. You got to live that way. If you live that way, you won't be disappointed. I don't want a company to be my daddy. I don't want a job or a gig to be my daddy, to take care of me. You know what I'm saying? Take care of my car. Oh, my car's broken. You could fix the car. I don't look at it that way, dude. It's not that. It's a contract. It's a contract. I made the decision. I make the decision to use my car. It gets beat up. I fix the car. I keep rolling. I don't cry about it. You know what I mean? Too many people expect companies and jobs to look out for them. And it's like, dude, nobody in this world is going to probably look out for you. Maybe family. I look out for my family. My family looks out for me. And we have a good bond, my family, my parents, myself, my kids. we stick together and take care of one another, but I don't expect a company to do it. I don't want a company to do it because guess what they're gonna do? If the company is my daddy, the company's gonna be able to tell me what to do and what not to do. And I don't want the company telling me what to do with my life and what not to do with my life, my equipment, whatever. So it's kind of funny how people are like, yeah, it's a wear and tear on the car, but it's like, yeah, that's part of it. It's not for everybody. Not even for me forever. I'm just doing it to get by right now. Let's see what you guys saying. Yeah, my alternator went, Maverick. I'm out there risking my life doing deliveries. Let me tell you something. I've risked my life my entire life. That's what I do for a living, and I'm cool with that because that's how I am. It's my personality. I risk my life. I don't mind that. Like, that's okay. I mean, I risk loss financially, whatever. I've always run a risk. I used to work in Durham for 7 years carrying money, in the hood, to every gas station in Durham. That's risky. A lot of people didn't want that job because of that. I did the job because that's how I am. I was willing to do what other people weren't willing to do. If you're willing to do what other people aren't willing to do, I'm not telling you to do that, but if you're willing to do what other people aren't willing to do, then you can survive with that. But it's not for everybody. So it is what it is. I can only speak for myself. But yeah, you're out there risking your life going to work for a corporate job. You drive back and forth to work at 5 o'clock traffic and traffic in the morning. That's the worst traffic. And people that have a regular job, they drive that traffic every day. You don't get to deduct those miles from your taxes. That costs wear and tear on your car. That costs time and money, right? You don't even get paid for your trip to work. You don't even get paid to drive to work if you have a regular job. They don't care about you. They don't pay for your drive to work. I get paid for my miles. I get to deduct my miles. That's why I do things different. That's why I sell things on eBay. That's why I do Doordash. That's why I do YouTube, right? But anyway, it's up to everybody to decide what's good for them. And everybody's situation and everybody's risk tolerance is different. So that rant is over. I love it. I love it when people come in and talk about that so that I get to, explain the situation. Everything is risky. Driving is risky. Life is risky. That's right. No one makes it out of life alive. That's right. And when it's your time, when God decides that it's your time, or already knows that it's your time, it's your time. There's nothing you can do about that either. Now, not saying be stupid. Be aware, stay frosty. But at the end of the day, you got to live life. Can't be sitting there worried about, I don't want to go outside because something might happen. A tree might fall on me. So anyway, sorry, too much sauce. Sorry, guys. You came to this place, so this is where you're at. That's what you're gonna get. What time are you starting your dash today? Well, let's see. We got 1:17. Probably in a little bit. I'm gonna go. I might eat actually a little bit, and then I'm gonna probably clean up. I didn't get too dirty though, so I'll probably change clothes or whatever, and then I'll be out dashing. So I got about a 20-minute drive in. I'm going to fill the tank up, and we will be back. So I'll boot up another live for that. We'll be dashing. So I missed some of the chat. I'm going to look back and see what you guys are saying. I went on a rant. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Did you have the belt, or do you have to order that too? I had the belt. I ordered the belt. It was $20. Says Dan. Yeah, office jobs don't care about the commute. That's right. They don't cover your stuff. Yeah, I'll look at that rebuild service you're talking about. In fact, let me go back and screenshot that so I can find it. I'm going to screenshot it. There it is. Johnny's Auto and Marine Electric. Because I've got a good core, and so there's nothing wrong with that. Like that's I would want to rebuild that good one. Tyler of Texas says, I care about you. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Rebuild kits contain the rectifier, the diode trio, and brushes and springs and the front and rear bearings. You can definitely do it yourself, JoJo says. How much are those rebuild kits, JoJo? Might be a little project. Tyler doesn't care about my car, though. Nobody's going to care about your car like you do. Including the mechanic, by the way. I've learned this over the years. And I have friends. I'm friends with multiple, like, mechanics. 2 of them own their own shop. Like, we talk a lot. Just letting you guys know. True kegs, off jobs don't care if you get stuck in traffic. That's right. And then you get in trouble when you don't get there on time. Maverick says, John, I am your father. No! That's impossible! Let's see. I had a great Cracker Barrel breakfast, says Russell. That's awesome. Ball joint press puts the alternator bearings back in easily. Sweet. I can rent one of the... I don't think I bought one. I think I rent one every time that I do the ball joints in my Civic, so I'll just go rent a ball joint press when I do that. John and rent. Yeah, I was. Back in the day, you get your own horse if you were a cowboy. Oh, really? Everything is risky. Driving's risky. Oh, I read that. Being able to fix your car is a good skill to have. It is. It is. Even though I suck at it, it's still a good skill to have. Way better than me. You know, to cut this into its own video. What, the rant? Yeah, dude, there's just always somebody that comes in that is like willing to criticize. I'll be honest with you. If you're making the car payments, the $750 car payment, and all, can't work on the car yourself, I mean, it might not be worth doing Doordash. Like, you got to like really count the cost of what you got to do. But for me, I'm paying my bill. So I guess that means, and I'm investing and paying debt off. So I guess that means something, right? So I'm not getting too far ahead. I'm not Mr. Moneybags, but I warmed up a can of chicken breast and some carrots. Nice. I knew you should have removed those comments. Just kidding. Oh, Craig, you're talking about the little troll guy. I like those comments because it's like, oh yeah, here we go. Let's go, dude. We're going on a rant. It's funny how employers want 2 weeks notice when you quit, but they give you no notice when they're laying you off. That's true, D-man. Now, I could get deactivated from DoorDash, but what I'll do is I'll lean on YouTube and eBay like really, really hard. So you're doing car work today. Yeah, we're done. Train fan, and we'll be out DoorDashing soon. And of course, if we have a problem, we'll find out because we'll be out there DoorDashing. So you be right there with me as long as I make it to the DoorDash zone. Something could go wrong, you know, and I mean, we'll be there. We'll see what happens. Craig, glad everything went well. Coffee Mama says, see you later. All right. Craig says, I don't like the sound of ball joint. It's a thing. Let's see. You can rent one at AutoZone, Craig. Figure out how it works. Eddie says, we humanize our car. Some of us name them. Yours truly included. I cried. I lost one. Oh, Eddie, when I had my Civic hatchback, my EG Civic hatch, a lady rear-ended me, texting and driving. It was not a good day for me. I was more sad when my last dog passed, but it was still pretty bad, the car thing. It wasn't like losing a dog, but it was also bad. I don't want to say half as bad, but maybe half as bad as that. It sucked. No dashing today? No, I'll be dashing. I'm going to dash later. I just got the car ready to go again. It's basically a super heavy duty C-clamp. Yeah, exactly, David. Should grow a mullet. I might. I got a little bit right there. Somebody got mad at me the other day for not cutting my hair. They paid me to cut my hair. But I didn't ask for the super chat. But they gave me a super chat and said, like, cut your hair or whatever. I didn't ask for it. Like, I wasn't asking for the super chat to cut my hair. They just said that should I cut my... Is it that bad? Like, I know it's probably is, but under $100 for the rebuild kit. Hey, that might be worth it to get this one up, this other one, like rebuilt. What's up, Little Ruby Vintage is in the house. How's it going? Just finished up doing my alternator. So I'm just wrapping up the live stream, but I'll be back on later. Niner says people are funny. They are. They are funny. Yeah. So we got that done. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I almost didn't do it on the live, but I was like, you know what? Maybe I will. You know, it'll be cool. Be cool to hang out a little bit. Have some people hang out. He made it. So he had to do that alternator. Yeah. Yeah. Connor says we have 17 more likes to get to 200 likes. I guess we should do that, right? Did the Chinese alternator have a warranty? I don't think so. Drive for a couple more weeks, it won't matter. Anthony said, last year I quit my job that I worked for 25 years because of a dickhead of a boss. Inside one of the meetings, I played him a song in front of everybody. Takes this job and shove it. Nice. Yeah, good. Nothing wrong with that. You like an undercover cop? Hey, man. Yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm saying, dude. Don't blow my cover, dude. I'm working here. People might think that's true, but I live stream for 10 hours a day. I wouldn't even have time to be a undercover. Kara says, thumbs up. You got 70 likes? Oh, you got me 70 likes? Oh, okay. How'd you do that, Katie? How'd you do 70? For saying the stream? Should I live stream until we get to 200? Is that how I should play this? I hear they're still pretty good alternators though. What, the Chinese ones? I think it'll be all right. I've gotten away with a lot of Chinese parts. The thing they don't want to tell you is a lot of the parts that you get at the auto stores are Chinese made as well. You know, when my ignition switch went out on the Civic, I have a video about it. I bought one for $30 on Amazon because the switch went out right near an auto store, right? I was dashing in a 93 Civic. Switch went out. I was like, man, I'm close to an auto store, you know, kind of like we did with the starter. Like, I'll just go in and get one and I'll replace it real quick and keep going. $150, I think they wanted for, no, maybe it was $200. It was almost $200, I think. It's like, what? I looked up on Amazon, $30. Now, I need to do engine work on the car. I think I actually need to swap it. I kind of want to case swap it. Bring it into the future, you know? It's got a D series. So if I case swapped it, then it would be able to, a spare engine would be like $600. It's just the swap cost a little bit up front. It would cost me $2,500 to $3,000 to get all the parts, because you got to get the wiring harness, you got to get the mounts, you got to get the axles, you got to get the transmission, you got to get the computer. But once you have that, I'll be brought back into the future with that car, and I could just drop a K series in it if I have any problems, and that'll be easy. Anyway, needless to say, the ignition switch still works, the Amazon one for $30 that I put in. So seems that breakdowns happen far from auto parts stores. Usually they do, yeah. I got lucky on my starter going out the other day when we did it on the live stream, and then I went and Doordashed and made another $100 after. Like, I got lucky on that one. God was looking out. Headed to deliver Instacart order. By me, the big storm is coming. My live will maybe be a live stream of the storm. Okay, cool. Yeah, you should do that. Just be safe though. Just drive safe. John, you remind me of Ronnie Leatherman from First 48. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult. Dash for Freedom. Anyone know how to bypass bullcrap on early G's where it prevents the car from starting? I don't know. What are you talking about? Doesn't hurt to have a couple toggle switches for an emergency. Yep. Mountain Man, what's up? Security. Bypass security, I got you. I don't know. Never had a problem with it. Depends on what you mean by early GMs. I mean, I got a 2003 Pontiac over there. I've never had a problem with the security on that. I've programmed the key fobs and all that stuff before. You know, myself. I just buy it on Amazon. Once again, buy it on Amazon for $20 for 2 key fobs and just do it yourself. I've had them cut keys for me at the dealer, and it worked out pretty good. Like for $10, by the way. What time do you think you'll be online? Give me a couple hours to get out there. Maybe an hour and a half. Maybe less. 3 more likes and John can start dashing. That's right, Niner. 3 more likes and I can go inside here and eat in this random field and eat a little bit and probably put some different clothes on, and then I'll come back out. What did you say? Got a 2005 Grand Am that shuts off. Have to wait 10 minutes. Eddie says, during my rideshare days, I contemplated carrying bench stock in my truck. Sure that my passengers would have felt a bit uncomfortable, though, if they saw a parts store. Oh, yeah. I carry tools with me everywhere. Anthony coming in with the $9.99, dude. The first funding of the stream. This is a long stream, and this is the first funding. So Anthony, big internet fist bump. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'll put that towards the Alternator fund. You are the man. Thank you for keeping the wheels rolling on the Driving Daily Mafia machine. We're going to get back out there and get those wheels rolling in a little bit here. Little Ruby Vintage says, 1 more like. I think we're at 200, aren't we? John, you look like I would. Hold on. You look like I would never insult you. Oh, I'll go on a rant. I don't know. Let's see. On a 16 for 28-minute order. Gotta love it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's still $32 an hour, though. Just got to consider the tool weight. Yeah. So everything I used today and everything I used the other day to do the starter, it's all stuff I carry in the trunk. I have jack stands. I have wheel chocks. I have 3/8 drive set, a 1/2-inch drive set, a 1/4-inch drive set, some basic like channel locks, pliers, dikes, a hammer, a C-clamp, a brake tool. What else? A couple other odd and end things. We hit 200 likes. Nice. Are you sure your car is okay? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's fine. We're going to find out today. The Equalizer coming in with the $1.99. Are those euros? Big internet fist bump. Thanks to the Equalizer for the $1.99. I think they are euros, are they not? It looks like it is with the conversion rate. Driving. What are we doing? I'm dashing today. I just had to do the alternator, Stacy. I just finished up replacing the alternator. We were just chilling for a little bit, and I'm going to go in here and probably reset everything with me and then get back out and start dashing. My alternator went out last night. You were talking about resistor in the key. Is the resistor in the key dash for freedom? There are some YouTube videos about that, how to bypass it and put the resistor on the wires under the dash. Okay, Shooter Ace knows what you're talking about, dash for freedom. So look it up on YouTube. On set. That was the sticker that Equalizer just put up. Hey, how's your day? Ashley, pretty good so far. Just fixed the car, so we'll be back on the road here very soon. Pound sterling. Okay, cool. That's what that is? Sweet. Equalizer coming in with another 149. Appreciate that. Big internet fist bump to you. Thanks for supporting and funding the stream today. This little work on the car stream. All right. So thanks to the Equalizer for that. And thanks to Anthony Ranger for keeping the wheels rolling, dude, so we can keep the wheels rolling later. I got No, that's not. We're not gonna do that. So guys, just replace the radiator. Another feeling. Need some mechanic friends. Yeah, it's good to have a mechanic friend. I try not to talk about working on cars too much anymore. I've learned the hard way that people are like, "Oh, you work on cars? Well, I got this project out there that I've been needing to fix for a long time, and you know, like whatever, you know, you think you can come over and help me out?" And all this, and this just everybody does that, you know. And I don't mind helping a person out, but like I've got projects that aren't fixed too. Like I don't have time either because I work all the time. So it's like I try not to talk about it in my personal life too much. And also I'm a bad mechanic, so you wouldn't want me to do it anyway. Can you do struts? Don't ask me to do the struts, Aaron. Aaron is that guy, dude. He's that guy, dude. I was just talking about. No, I can't do struts, Aaron. It's impossible. You need the dealer to do that. No, I'm just playing. I need to put this out before discussing car repair. For entertainment purposes only. I've said that about 100 times today, Eddie. I say it all the time. I'm a bad mechanic. I'm not a mechanic. This is not mechanical advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Always. Always. Also, don't tell people you work in IT for the same reason. Yeah, I could see that. But no, Aaron, I don't know if you just tuned in or not. Funny joke, by the way. Thank you for that. I just finished the alternator, so I should be back on the road very soon. Yep. But anyway, so apparently, guys, Aaron needs some struts worked on. So if anybody knows how to do that, he's over in Chandler, Arizona. Just hit him up. Get those struts replaced. I would say you could get some quick struts pretty quick. Some quick struts shipped in pretty quick, Aaron. Honestly, I don't see why you couldn't do it. Well, I don't want to say that. I'm a mechanic and I don't work at the shop anymore, but I know what you mean to tell people you work on cars. Yeah, don't do it, right? I am not a mechanic, yeah. DoorDashers may hire you to fix their robots when they break down. I know. That'll be a job in the future. YouTube University or not. Yeah. Oh, Stacy's going to get Aaron to fix her cars now. Aaron just stepped in it, dude, by saying that. Oh, man. That's great. All right. Let's see. It's nice out here. There are YouTube channels of Protex. There are. I've actually learned a lot on YouTube working on my cars. And, I told you I have mechanics that are like friends of mine that own their own shops. A little secret, they even watch YouTube videos. You get used when you're resourceful. Yeah, exactly. But it's good. I like helping people, but it's like, dude, I'm not a professional. I don't have, B, I don't have insurance to do that. So something you keep within the family, pretty much, for the most part. For YouTube, Clinton and Haynes manual. Yeah, I have the Haynes manual on all my old all the cars that I used to have, I have a Haynes manual for. Because that'd be the first thing when I would buy a car. I'd go get, it used to be $24.99, I think, for the book. So I would go to the auto store and buy the Haynes manual immediately. John, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, I am kind of relaxed, I guess. I'm not off, but I just fixed the alternator. So on the live stream, the alternator went out last night. I don't know if you saw the community post or not, but battery light came on. Car was putting out like less than 12 volts. It was underneath where the battery's even supposed to be. No charge whatsoever. So had to be done. So I replaced the belt in the alternator just now. But yeah, I'm relaxing. We're chilling. I am going to work though. It's not a day off. I'm going to work. It's, if I can get out by say 3 o'clock and probably start a shift between 3 and 7, 7. I should be able to make 140. I'll be able to make my money back for the alternator, at least in the belt. So time is money. That's right. I know I'm spending my time with you guys because, yeah, why not? It's fun. But he fixed the alternator for entertainment purposes only. It wasn't even broken. Yeah. YouTube doesn't pay that good. But anyway, well, guys, I think I should get off here, right? And then get ready so that I can go back out and dash. I'll see you guys on the live stream. If you have the money, there are online resources, pay a monthly subscription fee. Yeah. I think they used to have something called All Data when I was in high school. I went to a college level, like they didn't have shop class at the school I went to. I wanted to do mechanic stuff. So I actually went and took the courses that you take before you go get the ASE certification stuff. Well, I took that, but I was a teenager anyway, so I was just taking the courses. But of course, everything's changed by now, so it's all different. But back then, they had, it was at the community college. They had All Data. You could look it up and you could find anything you wanted on their cars. But like I said, most of the stuff we're working on back then, they didn't have like the Bluetooth connectivity, like for the scan tools and stuff. Still do. I used to a year ago when I was working on the last car. Nice. Mitchell's is good, yeah. YouTube is a big deal, man. Like I've learned a lot on YouTube. So I used to watch a guy named Eric the Car Guy because I had Hondas and Acuras. Like that's what I was working on all the time. And he was an Acura tech before he started his YouTube channel. He got fed up with the dealership, left the dealership and started a YouTube channel. He already was kind of, I think, doing it, but he had a shop and he would do these videos showing you how to, it's not like what I'm just hanging out. He was actually just like doing car videos as a professional, showing you what it's like how to fix it. And I learned so much from that dude on Hondas and Acuras. Yeah, getting my stuff done, you know, whether we were pulling an engine out or doing a clutch or doing a ball joint or whatever, you could always just go to Eric the Car Guy and just like put it on 2X and just watch the video, and then you'd have a really good idea of what to do. That dude's awesome. So shout out to Eric the Car Guy. Thank you, dude. You've helped me a lot over the years, back in the day, back in my 20s. Yeah, you can get the wiring schematics on that stuff. And I'm terrible at like electrical wiring, like as far as on cars and stuff. That's when I show how low I am. Like I really suck at that. Ran out of breath doing it. Never again. It was hot. Facebook block everyone for not responding to my post. Oh, Stacy. They didn't make all alternators brushless because they would last too long. Interesting concept. YouTube is excellent for learning new things. It is. Electric cars were around before petrol cars. They were, but they had the same problem they do now. Power storage, battery life, things like that. But yeah, early 1900s, they did have electric cars. A lot of people don't know that. The group isn't really ready for it. South Main Auto is a great channel also. Cool. Casey met Eric at a Honda Element meet. Nice, dude. That's cool to know that he's a great guy or whatever behind the scenes. Because, dude, Eric the Car Guy has helped me so much, dude, over the years, man, on the Hondas. Like, you don't even, like, he's not going to see this, but if you see him, tell him I said thank you. Like, appreciate it. So, pretty awesome that resource is there for people. What's up, Casey, by the way? I still need a lawnmower, but I'm not in a hurry. We got time before the grass starts growing. Yeah. Is an ARC road behind you? Looks like a good dirt road. They're putting in a property over there. They built and they have they created, this guy did a really good job. They made a driveway. He came in, it was all like this. And he came in and did that, and he cut it out. And he dug up everything, laid the pipe, covered it up, and it's legit. Like, it's a driveway. It's gonna be a driveway. Those cars had Edison XC glass case batteries, John. I'll look into that more. ATV driveway. Yeah, I got you. ATV road. These cars that are coming out now, forget it. You need electrical engineering degree. Yeah. I hate the cars coming out now, dude. I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan. Can only imagine. Yeah. It gets hot in Virginia and North Carolina in the summertime. A lot of humidity too. All right. I'll stick to the least amount of tech possible in my old cars. Navigation, Bluetooth. Yeah. You can also use an old car and add tech as well. That's what I do. I don't have a backup camera in this or anything. But look, guys, I need to get off of here. I need to go ahead and end the stream. I'll be back. I'll be back, but I'll be DoorDashing. So give me a couple hours, maybe an hour and a half, maybe less. And I'll be out on the road and we'll be working, and you guys can come back in and we'll continue this conversation. Then I think I lost weight changing the tire. Yeah, I hear that. It's not for everybody. All right, so Eddie, Patrick, D-Man says, John, go get ready to DoorDash. We could talk later. Yeah, exactly. That's it. All right, so big shout out to Anthony, Ranger 34, and the Equalizer 168 for helping me with the stream, the support of the stream. So we did make a couple bucks here on the stream, thanks to you guys, so that I can keep doing live streams. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I'm going to end the stream here. I had fun with you guys. I appreciate that you hung out with me, and we're going to go ahead and, like I said, I'm going to go get ready so that I can go, and I'll see you on the road in an hour to 2 hours, right? So I'm going to end the stream here, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.